I am Pressure.
I am Safa.
And I'm DJ Debris.
We are the Hilltop Hoods, and you are watching the AU review. What's the deal?
You're off to Splendour, I guess, tomorrow or tonight?
Tomorrow, yeah.
It's not the first time you've played that one. Are you looking forward to getting back up to Byron?
Yeah, Splendor's one of our favourite festivals ever, and every time we've played Splendour, we've had a blinder of a night.
Blinder of a show and blinder of an after party. And we haven't played in Australia for 18 months either, so it's a bit of a homecoming for us. We just got back from Europe, so looking forward to playing to a home crowd.
Yeah. How did the shows in Europe go? And I know last year as well you did quite an extensive run of the States and Canada.
Yeah, well, oh man, Europe was hectic. We're sort of recovering now. Starting to feel a little better about myself as a person. No, no. We played a bunch of shows and festivals in Germany. Played Switzerland, Austria for the first time, which was sick.
Yeah.
Amsterdam, and finished in London, to which a bunch of Aussies showed up too. Yeah. But yeah, as is the norm. But it was sick.
I saw on your list, I don't know when you played it, but you played Tea in the Park at some point in time.
Yeah, we played Tea in the Park.
Well, I actually just got back from there. I'm still recovering as well from that.
Right.
But, what were your experiences of that festival? Scotland, they can party.
Scotland is Scotland. Scotland is Scotland. Man, we didn't get to see much of it because we had to play, I believe, Oxygen the next day.
We had to actually fly out that night.
That
so
night.
We played fairly early at Tea in the Park, which was an amazing festival, but it was just getting... The cogs were just starting to turn over sort of when we played, and we had a really cool crowd. It was kind of dead when we went on, but they were lively at the end, which was cool. And then we had to jump on a plane to Oxygen in Dublin that same night. So.
But yeah, it's man, it's a big festival. Like man, like it's and it's one of those festivals that's like festivally festival. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you know what I mean? Like there's mud, there's like all this miserable weather, and like no one gives a shit. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone's still having fun.
Favorite festival after all these years? And you don't have to stay Splendour just because that's this weekend.
It is Splendour.
Is it?
It's a cross for me. It's a cross between Splendour and a festival that we just played in Switzerland called Open Air Frauenfeld.
Yeah. Oh, and a soft spot for Falls, definitely.
Yeah, Falls is dope. There's a lot. We're so spoiled in Australia for good festivals. Like we have the landscape and the weather and the crowds that soak that up. So yeah.
Now let's talk about the new record. It's kind of that interesting time where you're about to release it onto the world. I imagine this weekend they'll get a little taste of a couple of the tracks. You know, what can we expect from it? We've seen the track list. We've seen some of the guests. Are you excited about getting it out?
It's always nice when you've been sitting on a lot of things to finally let it go. And whether it's positive or negative, it's just a relief to let it go. But like, we're excited about the record. We're really happy about it. So yeah, we can't wait to share it with people, really. I mean, some of the guests on it are some of our favorite artists like Aradna, Maverick Sabre, Dan Sultan, Brother Ali, Draft. So just guest-wise alone, we could get off that record altogether.
It'd still be good without us. So we got some amazing producers that jumped on board as well. Cam Bluff, One Above, Suffer produced a lot of it. Debate, a guy from Adelaide did a beat for us.
Yeah, so you got everyone. So yeah, we're excited about the record. It's a companion piece for like Drinking from the Sun, our last record, and it sort of ties together those two. Yeah. So like everything from sort of like artwork, which sort of when you join it together tells a story, to like, you know, a narrative that's been running out throughout both albums called The Thirst. You know, begins with Thirst Part 1 on Drinking from the Sun and closes the chapter on the end of this album with Thirst Part 5. So it's nice to be able to join those two albums together and like, you know, go 2 years later, hey guys, this makes sense. What we were talking about doing, you know what I mean?
And it's almost like we just finished two albums, not one, because some of the material that's on Walking Under Stars was started before Drinking from the Sun came out, because we knew that it was always going to be released as part 2 of Drinking from the Sun. So.
And you released the name, the title of the album and all that, so like pretty early on as well. Like I think even before you'd really gone into the studio to make it happen.
Yeah. We like getting ahead of ourselves.
We're like, this will be out in a year.
Yeah.